All right, I think I'm live. Let's do this. Here we go. So I'm on the secondary roads of West Little Rock. Please share this for a road update. It is snowing lightly. It's not snowing heavily right now, but light snow in West Little Rock. 3 inches so far in West Little Rock. We continue to see snow pile up across the state. This is going to be a long-lived snowstorm, and the fact that it snows all night long. I don't know what happened to the link there. There we go. All right. We are again in West Little Rock, and I have the cables on my tires, which was not as easy as I remember it being. I used to be able to put them on pretty quickly and easily, but for some reason I had a hard time with it. But so when I went home earlier on that last Facebook Live, the roads were very slick, and I was sliding just a little bit. Now that I have the chains on my car, I'm fine. It may be a little loud, and there may be some vibration to the camera, but that's from the chains, and I'm not sliding one bit. You can't go fast with these on your car anyway. Now, where am I and what are you looking at? Again, I can't read your comments, but this is Henson Road getting ready to turn into Rodney Parham, and I'm getting ready to drive by PA, Plastic Academy. So you're looking at Henson, little if any traffic, except me, of course, being a bonehead. You see the roads are, to me, it's snow packed. I mean, I'm getting around just fine. I'm not sliding one bit, but that's because I got the tire chains. Now there's some emergency lights up ahead, and I know that there's a jackknife 18-wheeler at Rodney Parham at 430 that I think I'm going to be able to avoid because it's on the other side of the overpass. Okay, this looks like a snowplow, potentially. Let's see here. That is a snowplow. Yep. So this is what I'm saying. The city has stepped up their game in recent years, and it's been for a while, and RDOT as well, doing a great job. So they're already clearing the roads. This, even what I'm on, may have already been kind of scraped a little bit, but the lanes going the opposite direction. Look, I mean, they still got slush on them, but this is the thing I was saying when I was up in Montana, was the fact that this being snowed in for days is just, it's not going to happen. There's just too many things working against that. But, you know, as I say, if you're not comfortable driving in these conditions, then you absolutely should not. And especially during the snow, leave the roads open to the emergency personnel, people who have to get to work. But, you know, they're plowing it, so if they keep plowing it, it won't take much solar insulation tomorrow to get some of these main roads to where they're quite passable. Now, like I said, secondary roads are going to be slicker than snot. But what I'm driving on right now is slushy and snow covered, but because I have the chains on my car, or the cables, I'm not sliding. And I'm doing about 30 miles an hour. It may look like I'm speeding, but I'm not. It's just that illusion, sort of optical illusion with the camera. Now see, that was a big pile of slush I just ran over. So now I'm on Rodney Parham, and this is just, it's snow packed. and I'm doing 30, and I'm doing just fine. I'm not having any issues at all. But again, it's because I have cables on my car, which if you read the instructions, you can buy these at just about any auto store. You can buy them online, and of course, if you try to get them now, it's probably too late. Plus, you may not even need them at some point soon when they start clearing the roads up. But you can buy these. I can't remember where I bought this. I think I may have bought these online. You got to just get the right tire size, and they're supposed to be pretty easy to put on, and they are if you follow the instructions, which I did not. So, and I only put these on maybe once a year. But it's snowing, light to occasionally moderate. I'm on Rodney Pear. I'm getting ready to get on to 430, and again, I can't look at your comments because I'm driving and I'm paying attention to the road. So there's the gas station over there, and I'm getting ready to go 430 south. Now there's a jackknife rig, and I think that I hope that it's on the other side of the overpass. Meteorologist Joel Young sent, I think it is. Meteorologist Joel Young put something out on social media about that, and I looked it up, and I think it's on the other side of this overpass that I'm going away from. So you may be able to hear my cables. It's going up against the road because it looks like this has been plowed and it's already starting to fill up with some snow. But I'm doing I'm doing 35 on 430. And I'm looking in my rear view mirror, and I can see that truck has been pushed over to the side, the one that jackknifed, and so it's off to the side now. So I want to thank Joel for the heads up on that one. And I'm getting ready to go over the Big Rock here. I'm going to give a big shout out again to KARK. What a phenomenal job the Arkansas Storm team has done over the past several days and weeks preparing for this, and the top-notch professional job on both sides of the camera. Journalistic, professional, high quality. That's what you expect, and so proud to be a part of it. Now it's not snowing at all. I see some flakes coming down. Very light snow right now. I'm gonna have to look at radar here a little bit. So on the other side of the road, that's a MIMS with its sirens on. So you got to keep the roads open for them. I've got a car coming up behind me right now that's tailgating me, which is never a good idea. I'm doing 30. I mean, the Big Rock going from 430 to 630 east is 2 lanes. So if you want to tailgate past me, there is another lane. Going about 30 miles. Bridge ices before roads. Okay, I'll tell you this, they prepared this road, so there's plenty of bare spots that my chains are going over. So the car in front of me, taking it slow. I'm doing under 30 now. I'm doing about 28. Make sure you have the Arkansas Storm Team app on your phone. I think I'm going to get in the other lane here because, if you got that option, you don't want to. Well, now they're getting. Well, I guess it's going down to 1 lane anyway. It looks like. I think that's what this car in front of me is doing. Just now, there's bare ground right there, completely bare, under the overpass here, and then back into the snow. I see flashing lights ahead. Let's see what this is all about on I-630. I can't tell. That's on this side of the interstate. So this is on the eastbound lanes of 630. Some sort of emergency vehicle. Might be a salt sand truck, plow. I think it's a plow because if you look on the left side of the road, it's been plowed. So that's a plow. And I don't even want to get over to where it's been plowed because then sparks will fly from the chains that I've got on. But you're about to pass by a snow plow. Isn't this fun? There's highway police right there doing about 40, 45. But you know what? That's fine. I don't even know what lane I'm in right now because you can't tell. But there's that lane, that left lane, and we're going to come up on this. Everybody's kind of trying to get over to the right here away from the snowplow to give them room. But that's a snowplow up ahead. And this is, again, what I'm saying. You saw the city back there at Hinson. You see RDOT and you know, the Arkansas crews here, the state police are out. They are keeping up with this. So, God, that was my windshield wiper. That scared me. They've just done a great job. And this is what I've been saying. You're not going to be snowed in for days and days and days. It is dangerous tonight. It will be dangerous tomorrow. But there will be improvement because they work on these roads. And Mother Nature's going to work on these roads. So you may see this plow here passing. It's on the left. Doing about 30 miles an hour on I-630. There's the snow plow, RDOT. I tried to get them to blow their horn. They didn't. So, thanks to them, they're out working. Please be careful. My kids are already out sledding, so, you know, if you're sledding and all that, please be careful. There's very little traffic on the interstate. According to my car thermometer, it is now 30 degrees, which the chemicals really work at these temperatures that they put on it. So what happens is that chemical helps loosen it up, keeps it from compacting, and then they're able to scrape the roads with these plows so much easier. And I think that's how it's worked. I'm not an expert on that, but it's a process. And one of the things that was going for us was the fact that we didn't have rain prior to the snow that washed away the pre-treated road mixture. So I'm doing about 35 miles an hour, not sliding one bit because of the chains on my tires. If it looks like it's not snowing, that's exactly what it looks like, because there is light snow, but it's nowhere near as heavy as it was. It will probably pick up again. I got to look at the radar, but I look in the light off to the interstate and you can see the flakes coming down. Emergency lights vehicle with sirens on. That's an ambulance. I think I'm in the right lane. Nope. I'm in the middle lane now. It's hard to see what lane you're in. I'm doing 35 miles an hour. Not sliding one bit with the chains. Just perfect. Yeah, these chains for my car, you know, I bought them years ago and they were about 70 or 80 bucks. And they are well worth it. The peace of mind. I need to get to the TV. I can do that without any problems. It's just, is the route clear? And it is. You see that? There's hard. I mean, how many times do you see I-630 this clear? You don't. I mean, clear cars. Very little, if any, traffic. Well, I hope you're enjoying the ride. I would turn some music on the radio, but if you have any music unauthorized in your videos, Facebook will hit you with some sort of copyright violation if you're driving down the road with music on. So if you want, I can sing, but I don't think you want that either. So I don't have any music on. Sorry. University, I see it off to my right. It's snow covered. Looks just like this. Coming up on the Little Rock Zoo. War Memorial. I'm doing 35 still. So I'm just kind of holding it. 30 degrees. I'm sorry if the camera's shaky, but does cause a little bit of a vibration, these cables. I can feel the vibration, feel the sweet sensation. Okay, see, I told you didn't want me to sing. I told you. It's a good vibration. I'm singing that song, you know my age. All right, passing the zoo. This is gonna be hours of snow coming down. Several inches. Some places could get 10 inches, maybe up to a foot in spots. Southern Arkansas, sleet, freezing rain, snow, cutting down on the total amounts, but still major to extreme impacts because of the slick roads, and we have to watch for any freezing rain on power lines and trees. But the majority of our viewing area is going to be snow. But we got to watch you, South Arkansas. All right, so now I'm still doing 35. Coming up here on UAMS. About 35 miles an hour here. And again, I apologize if it's shaky and vibrating, but that's just the way it is with these cables. Now, I think I'm going to try a different way, maybe going into the station so you can get an idea of the roads and how they look in downtown. So I normally get off at the Arkansas Children's Hospital exit, and I might try something a little different. Now I think that we're starting to get some heavier snow coming down. Is that sleet? It may be sleeting. I can't tell, but when I stop, that could be a little sleet. I think it's sleet. I'm fairly certain it's sleeting. Which, if you get sleet this far north, that's going to cut into the amounts. Let me look in this light and see. It's hard for me to tell. I can't even see the sleet pellets if they are bouncing around, but it sure sounds like it on my windshield. So when I get to the exit here, we'll be able to tell. I would expect if it does go to sleet to go back to snow. That's going to be just a nice crusty mess. But, you know, these are the tricky and integral parts of forecasting. If we're getting sleet here, that cuts into it. That compacts the snow, and then it cuts down on your totals. I don't know how extensive this is and how long it's going to last without looking at some data. Doing about 35 miles per hour, I-630 conditions the same as they were earlier, but it's sleet, and that's got to be sleet. I hear the pinging like it's sleet. It's sleeting. Snow doesn't make that noise. So there's obviously some sort of thin, warm layer aloft trying to sneak into central Arkansas. I'm going to take the Chester exit here. I normally get off at this exit, but I'm going to come in a different way. Make sure you're watching KRK4 News at 10. Have not changed. They're still snow covered and icy. I'm getting along just fine, but that snow doesn't make that noise. It's 30 degrees, doing 35 miles an hour. Here comes the Chester Street exit. think I'm gonna do a hook around so I can come up on the state capitol, go down to Capitol. Doing 36 miles an hour. 36 miles an hour now. Downtown Little Rock now, coming up on Chester. Up here, don't know what's happening here. Car with his flashers on. But that's sleet, folks. It's light sleet. But it's definitely sleet. All right. Go down Capitol here. Find Capitol, I should say. Alright, so just keep going. But that sleet's going to cut into totals if this keeps up. There's 6th Street. Downtown roads, much like the interstate, they're passable, but ice and snow covered, slushy. Don't ever slam on your brakes. Now we're going down Capitol. Turning onto it. Now you may see the state capitol off there. Beautiful shot, I'm sure. KRK4 News at 10. All right, almost to the TV station here. A little bit more sleet coming on. Let me roll down my window here for a second. Yep, sleet. Very light. It'll go back to snow, I'm fairly sure. Now I'm on concrete here with these chains on. Slow, slow. And I made it. All right, let's see here. Hold on. How y'all doing? Let's see what y'all got going on here. Okay, so sleet in Hot Springs. Yep, that's gonna. It's gonna cut into the totals. Light snow in Mayflower. Snow in Maumelle. All right. I gotta get to work on this. Let's look at radar here. I got 3 messages. Oh, cool. The guy that I know from the weather channels here. Okay, so I'm looking at radar. Well, that's just I see the sleet. We're in a little bit of lull, but that's sleet in southern Arkansas, that's for sure. It's 29 degrees at the airport. All right. Let's see what we got here. BB. Hardly anything has fallen in BB, apparently. Sleeting in Alexander. Snow in Berryville. No snow in Searcy. Mixture sleet and snow in Montgomery County. Snowing in Russellville. 4 inches in West Conway. A lot of sleet has mixed in, waiting for the heavier snow tonight. It's good. I tell you what, the more sleet you get, the less snow you're going to get, and it's going to cut down on those totals. All right, I'm going to sign off here and get to work. Thank y'all so much for your trust. KRK4 News at 10. I will have the absolute newest information, along with the KRK News. Will be live all over the place, and I will see you there. Thanks for your trust, everybody.